Well, hello, friends. Welcome back to another episode. Hello, boys. Get in there. No, wrong direction. Come on. Come on. This way. Come on in. Let's go. No, not me. Get in there. Get in there. I got business to handle. And y'all be all up in the group. Would y'all quit? Be nice. Play nice. What are you doing? Get in there. Divas, I swear. Anyways, welcome back, guys. It is a kind of rainy Sunday morning up here on the mountain. It's been threatening rain, but it seems like it's held off. I probably ought to look at the radar. Anyways, today I'm not fishing. I done fished. You seen it. Last video. Last video. If you didn't see it, you need to go watch it because I can't even begin to explain what happened. That was insane. This is the after effects. So I did the catch. Now it's time to do the cook. And that's what this episode is going to be. I'm going to solely focus on cooking some trout and letting you guys see what I do and how I do it and see what you like. Just hang out, grab you a cold one, sit back and relax while I do all this work for you, but I'm going to eat it, so it's a fair trade. Let's get at it. I'll get this fired up. First, we got to clean them fish. All right, well, I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. Before we get to cleaning those fish and getting them ready to cook, I'm going to have to process up some wood here because I like to cook on actual wood. What this is a piece of locust, black locust is what this is, and it's one of my probably my favorite wood to cook on. I've got a couple pieces of some what is this, plum tree left, but I'd rather cook on locust, especially for trout. It's my favorite thing. So what I need to do is I need to bust this bad boy up a little bit and get this where we can actually use it. And if you don't know anything about black locust, oh goodness, it is hard as the day is long. It's about to go, or I'm about to go. One of us is going. There it goes. Goodness. All right. Whew. Well, there's the first split. Right. I'm not going to tell you how long it took to bust that up, but it's busted. So here we go. I'll save the rest of that for the next cooking session. But for this, there we go. You got us a nice little bundle of cooking wood. All right, let's get the fire set up before the rain comes, because I can feel it, I can smell it. The rain is just about upon us. So let's get this fire going here real quick. Here, man make fire. There's fire. Pay no attention to this stuff here. Man makes fire. Look, from scratch, made from scratch, like fishes from scratch. I made this fire from scratch. Shut up. Okay, got the fire going. As you can see, the rain, she's coming down, but fire and water mix, right? Let's close this down just in case they don't. Close that side of that, and we'll let that cook. I'm going to see if I can let this rain pass a little bit, and then we'll get to processing these fish up. All right, well, the rain doesn't seem like it wants to let up, but I looked at the radar and it's going to let up, but a little rain ain't gonna melt me. Here's our fish that I caught earlier. These are some, I'm still in awe about this, catching this fish especially on what I was using. Well, if you hadn't seen that video, like I said earlier, go check it out. But anyways, let's get this thing processed up here. I'm gonna do a fillet job on this big one. If I can get it in there. It's still a little cold from being on ice. All right, down to the bone, just like so. Sharp knife definitely helps. We're gonna walk this bone all the way down, running about, oh, ½ inch in or so, down to the tail. Run that in. Lay that off like so. We're going to split down the bones as much of them we can. We'll get the rest of the bones out directly. All right, like so. Oop, got a little connection right there. Got to get that out. There we go. Come up from the bottom here to go around those fins. Take your time, and most importantly, do not cut yourself. What I'm trying to do is just leave all them bones, or as many of them bones as I can get, on the carcass here. There we go. All right, there we go. Get this fillet cleaned up real quick. Set that guy off to the side there. All right, got the rib cage bones out. I'm just going to trim off the bottom section of this here fillet because I don't really care if that's one of the stronger tasting parts and I don't like it as much. You can for sure leave it on if you like it. By all means, go right ahead. All right, well, there's two rainbow trout fillets. Let's get this guy up here. Get in there, you slimy thing, you. All right, we gotta make this fast because it is raining. I've coated my little aluminum boat here in the old olive oils, like so. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my fillets, just like so, and I'm gonna heavily salt the skin side. I always leave the skin on. I don't scale them. I don't do any of that crap. That's just not my MO. But I'm gonna heavily salt the skin here. Plop that bad boy in there. Get the next one. All right. And you may be sitting there going, this dude's crazy. He's way over salting that. Well, that may be true, but I promise you it works. Okay. Next step. Little homemade fired up adobo seasoning. Here we go. And I'm just gonna skeet that right on top of the fish there, onto the meat side. Man, that smells good. If you were wondering what is in homemade fired up adobo, it's adobo seasoning, store-bought adobo seasoning, but I take it and I just kind of just season it up a little bit, put it in the old coffee grinder and grind it up. Added some extra black pepper, some red pepper, some extra garlic, because you can't ever have too much garlic, and a few more odds and ends here and there. We're not going to get into the specifics of that, but there we go. The fish is nice and seasoned up, and hopefully this here fire is going to burn. It's trying to burn. Yeah, that fire is going to burn. All right. So all we need to do now is close this bad boy down and let it do its thing. All right, y'all. Many hours later, getting some good smoke on this. Let's see what we got here. Oh, well, there you go. There's our finished product. And yes, it is a little, it looks like it's overcooked, but what this is pretty much traditionally smoked trout. And I've got, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get them off a couple at a time here. These little ones first. Get them broke loose. I hear you, boys. Get this broke loose here. Get a couple of these. The small ones first. Let me move my spatula over here. I don't need it. All right. So what we're going to do, the whole point of salting the skin and everything is because this will just fork right off of that skin, just like that. Come on, there we go. So I can separate the meat from the skin fairly easily. You can do this by hand, actually. It's kind of like doing pulled pork, but I'm going to use the fork since I've already got it here. We're just going to separate and pull the meat straight off of that skin, just like so. See, look at that. Look how clean that come off. Get the next one here. Well, the reason why I did this way is because I've already eaten today. But, well, we can definitely try a piece here just to see. Oh, yeah. Little pin bone. Got the good smoke. Goodness. That's delicious. All right. Well, so once we get all this meat separated from the skin, get it off here, and you can eat this skin. I don't mind it. A lot of folks don't like it. I, on the other hand, I do. But anyways, sorry about that. I'm eating. Get to one of these big boys here. I'll show you how that separates. Oop. Once we get all the meat separated off, it's preserved. Smoked fish, that's why it's been around for ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Smoking fish is a natural preservative. This fish will last, refrigerated even not refrigerated, it'll last for a lot longer than it would if you just, just cooked it. Smoking preserves the meat, flavors the meat, like it has got a good smoke flavor to it. And I can use this for multiple different kinds of different dishes throughout the week. I'm definitely going to process some of this up and take this for lunch tomorrow to work. A couple of the things I like to do with this, you can process this up into chunks and make some really bomb fish tacos with it. You can do a trout spread. That's a real popular one. You can, I don't even remember what all it is you mix it with to make trout spread. It's been a long time since I've done any. My cousin Tim, the old Mountain Timmy, he does a killer trout spread. That's one of his favorite things to do, especially with bigger trout like this one. He'll make a trout spread out of it because honestly, these bigger fish aren't as tasty as the smaller fish. That's kind of a consensus for us who eat trout on a regular basis. A good 10-12 inch a good 10 or 12 inch non-stalker trout, even the stock ones, they're not terrible. I'd rather than be in the water for a little bit, but a good 10-12 up to maybe 13-14 inch trout, they taste better than these bigger ones. They really do. But that being said, chill. Hey, that's enough. When you smoke a trout like this, it is just tender and flaky and absolutely delicious. So that's the deal. Smoke it for hours, get all that good flavor in it. And then you can do what you want with it as you see fit with the timing that you have. So yeah, look at that. Process it down, clean that meat right out of there. Left nothing but the skin. That's how I smoke trout. You want some of this? I bet you want some of this. Well, you ain't getting none of this. This is for me. I got yours. You're going to get yours, I promise. Commence the barking. Let's hear it. Get it out of your system. Come on. Tell me what you're thinking. Spit it out. Spit it out. You want out? All right, boys. Come on. Stampede, boys. Oh, goodness. Well, get out of that. You'll get yours in a minute, you greedy turds. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know this was kind of a quick one, but I just wanted to show the next step, and I didn't want to do a catch and cook tied on with the last video. I want to keep it kind of separate. I'm going to try to do more of these catch and cooks as the summer rolls on, because I know people like these things, and you know, everybody likes to get a new recipe, try something new, get a new idea of how to cook something, or use that as an enticement to go out and do it yourself. So that being said, guys, I hope you like this video. Do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. That way you can see what I post when I post it. And I'm gonna go and eat a little bit of that and get my lunch packed up for tomorrow, because it's gonna be flipping delicious. Thank you for watching. Fish from Scratch is out. Me and these boys will catch you next time.